Hey, everybody, listen to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Chip. Mucking with me, as always, is the Mr. Gimpy.
What's going on, Chip? Better late than
What's
never,
happening,
brother.
man? Sure, why not?
Living life, man. Living life. Got a sick child, but we're still doing it. We're still figuring stuff out.
Still here, man. Still making it happen. We could stop this pod in 2 seconds in, depending on how things fly out, dude.
That's how it goes. I got a segment of time because the sick
dude.
kid's taking a nap.
That was a combination of the words play and flay, dude. Flayed bout, dude.
It happens. So,
creating new words.
Before we get into the nitty gritty, I've been game deving, as you know. You've been game deving.
All right,
some time off. I gotta say it's been a nice learning experience so far. But before we get into the nitty gritty of that, just wanted to get your opinion on something we haven't talked about yet. The Rock joined the Bloodline. A little wrestling news. Thoughts, opinions? What do you think? How do you like it?
Yeah, it's I was saying that this might happen months ago, so I'm not too surprised.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. We'll see what happens. Like, I don't know. I don't think anyone was not going to tune in and watch WrestleMania if Cody Rhodes didn't finish his story. But I definitely think more people would have came to see like The Rock versus Roman Reigns. But who knows? Maybe this will be like a 3-way match now or something. People are like a four-way elimination. Who knows? It might end up just being a War Games. It's all said and done, dude.
Having heel Rock back is glorious, though. He called like the fans in Salt Lake City a bunch of trailer trash, which is classic Rock. You know, talking about how they're all inbred and like 40 wives or whatever. It was good. It was good classic heel Rock stuff, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, why not, man? He's just out there doing it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It seemed like he was kind of enjoying it. I feel like he didn't go far enough, but yeah, whatever.
It's also still
he's too loved. Like everyone was just smiling when he's insulting them to their faces,
like,
dude.
We are
he's
trailer trash. Give us
like, he's all right.
Yeah,
that's The Rock.
Yeah.
What about you? You think you amped up? You excited about it, dude? You guys seem more excited than me.
I'm amped up for it.
I'm a filthy casual, dude.
It's mainly because heel Rock is my favorite. So having The Rock. My favorite heel Rock moment is definitely when he was Hollywood Rock and he came back and he called everyone in Canada a bunch of mother Canuckers, which is absolutely glorious. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Excellent, man.
As far as like quality of matches and stuff, I don't give a shit. Like the promos are great. I love the promos.
Yeah. So somebody was telling me they're like, man, I don't know if he could put on a good match, dude. He's getting winded just walking down to the ring.
Winded, like busted out sweat like immediately.
Yeah,
dude.
He's like, his cardio's gone to. He's all Hollywood out, dude. He's all just for the look.
Yep, 100%.
It's an endurance game, dude. It's practical application muscles, you know.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm overall excited for it, and glad that we could still have Cody, main event. Just backstage politicking aside and all that. Whether Cody Rhodes was a heel or not, or a babyface or not, right? He's kind of naturally slotting into the babyface role, but I think we can all appreciate his journey back, right? Like I know it's the big storyline now, but if we take the storyline part aside from it, it is kind of like a family thing that he's doing, because his dad was so influential in the industry as a whole. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool story. So,
Ian Anderson was right, dude.
Yeah. Well,
about Cody, dude.
Yeah. We're going to say
just give up his car.
Nah.
Please don't hurt me.
Nah,
the memes on that have been everywhere, dude. Just after he gave up his spot to The Rock, dude.
It'll be good, I think. But yeah, man. I've been
playing any games, been fighting, drinking, smoking.
Yeah. So my birthday was on Friday. I spent the day playing Tekken, man. Tekken and Street Fighter, dude. That was how I spent the day. It wasn't even my intended thing to spend the day.
Just happens, man.
I just like some friends were on my, and I was like, okay, we'll play. Next thing I know, it's hours later. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I had a great time. Tekken 8 still amazing. Rockin' King. I'm almost out of yellow ranks right now when I do play ranked. So that's like Warrior, Vanquisher, stuff like that. So, pretty fun still. Really enjoying it. Netcode's great. I'm playing. My main is King still. I haven't decided on a second character. I'm leaning towards Nina. actually. Just she has some good strikes, and she actually has some good chain hits as well. So I think she may be my second character, like my sub. It's either gonna be her or or not Leo, Lars Alexanderson. So he's a Mishima, illegitimate child, so he has lightning moves and stuff, but he doesn't have god fists. But good character, fast, gets in, gets out. I haven't labbed either of them yet, so we'll see when I lab them. But right now, loving Tekken, dude.
Excellent, dude.
It's amazing, dude. I haven't played.
That's all you can ask for, dude.
I haven't played much else, outside of the game I'm working on, and a little bit of platformers here and there to just kind of get inspiration from. But yeah, haven't really played anything else. How about yourself, man? What have you been up to?
Playing some Dark and Darker, dude.
Yeah, Dungeon
Back, you can get it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hey, it's a good game, Dark and Darker. So, yeah, I went to the official site. They got like their own client now, so you can connect to people and stuff. It's, I don't know, a lot of our buddies are like, yeah, we're gonna wait to see if they ever get back on Steam, because let's be real, it's the only way to really do it.
True.
Nobody wants to go to a third-party shady site that could get done anytime. Deal with this.
What has been your experience?
It's been all right. It definitely feels more that they tuned it now to just pure like PvE almost, where there's monsters spawning everywhere. It seemed like the first half of the early access that they had when they first came out was like tuned to PvP, where there's like barely any monsters, and like it was just there to like get you in fighting other people. But it seems like that was to like balance combat between player versus player. Whereas now it seems like they're trying to collect data to like balance player versus environment.
Okay.
And that feels all right. It definitely feels balanced and still a game of patience and stuff. And it's like that press your luck mechanic where you're just like, oh, I'll just go a little faster, push my luck a little bit, and then you get like stabbed in the back, or like too many monsters all aggro on you because you weren't paying attention, and then you're dead. It's been all right. It's been all right. I haven't been able to escape too much by myself, but like I gotta learn the new maps and stuff still. But the old maps are really well designed.
Nice.
One thing,
updated from the alphas we played last year.
Yeah, they switched it to like floor 2 is like some of those old alpha maps, and those are probably the better maps.
Okay. Yeah.
So those are still classics, still good. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. What class are you playing?
I've been changing it up. I've been trying everything. I was trying a little bit of the ranger. I've been trying the barbarian. Started as a fighter.
Okay.
Fighter doesn't do enough damage for me. Barbarian's like doesn't have a block with his default weapon, so I'm not really liking that. And the archer, you still have to go collect your arrows and shit to like fight people. So
bugs
I usually do really good like the first half, and then like I fall apart. And then you have to like R to reload and stuff. It's weird. It's a weird class.
Yeah.
Like you can only hold like 6 arrows at a time, so you have to like hit R after you run out to 0 to like pull more from your inventory. Which I don't know. It adds something to it. There's something to it. And then like when you switch to your offhand, like it's like it switches from like a left click to right click or something like that. So it's like the whole character is made to like make you fumble if you panic. And I constantly am fumbling with that character because I'll panic.
That's all right.
Yeah.
How's the PvP been? Been killing people? Headshotting?
I've been struggling. I kill a couple of people, but I mostly get got when I do run into people. But
that's life. Yeah. You'll learn.
There's still like levels and stuff in that game too. So it's like I'm like level 3, 4, 5. Still early.
Gotcha. How's the game dev been going? How's the clicker game?
It's been going, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about abandoning it already.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I got all the core systems done. I was like thinking the other day as I was talking with our other buddy, and we're like, what do you have left? And like I went down and I sat down yesterday. I mapped out everything. I made a flow chart with ChatGTP. I was like, here's all my scripts that I've wrote. Make a flow chart showing how this game works in a diagram because they have like a plugin to do that. And it did that. And I was like, all right, nice. And then I was like, I want to add this, this, and this to it. Like, what are the steps I'd have to do for that? And that just wrote me like a nice little to-do list of like 6 things. And I was like, sweet. Thanks. Computer. And then I was just like, I don't know if I want to do those things. I was sitting there and I was like, this runs like I've had this problem like a couple times, but I was sitting there and I was thinking like, man, I still kind of just want to join like a bigger team. And I like really thought about like what I enjoy doing, like game dev wise. And I was like, I love game design, level design, and 2D and 3D art making. and then like none of that shit is like system design or programming, and that's like all that's left in this. Because like all the core mechanics and stuff are done, and like I programmed a bunch of stuff, and like I can do it, but I don't like it. Doesn't bring me joy, you know.
Sure.
So I like went on Reddit, and there's like looking for like groups of people. So I like try to hit up a couple of different people to see if they're interested in like superhero teaming up. Everyone was like, nah. I hit up one last group of Russians, and we'll see where that goes. But it's like completely different time zones and stuff, so I don't know how well that'll work. And then I was looking at like some of their past projects, and it looks like they were just mostly using like templates and stuff off the store, which like I do a lot anyway. Yeah, so I'm like, do I need more people just to do what I could already do by myself? You know, I don't know.
I'm still interested in us superhero teaming up, but like I said, I have to get something under my belt after it's been a while. So for my project right now, it's a lot of learning, truthfully, because I've been out of the game so long.
Relearn some stuff.
Yeah, what I've learned is so since I've taken a uncharacteristically long break from game dev. I used Construct 2 in the past, and I moved over to Gamemaker, but then I never completed a true project in Gamemaker. I've always made like little prototypes, but never took anything to the end. So now I'm trying to take my stuff to the end now. And from the last time I've used Gamemaker till now, they changed how collisions worked. And so I'm using the old method, and I'm like, what the fuck is this do? So I had to go back, read the documentation, trying to find out new ways to do slopes, found out the new ways much better, rewrote my movement code, and then I rewrote gravity, which I'm very happy. In platformers, there's something called coyote time, or jump buffer. So it's when you leave an edge, how many frames you have to where your jump will still work. I rewrote that portion entirely and got that feeling really, really good. At least when my levels blocked out, I'm using placeholder art. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Jump through blocks I love Construct 2 and Construct 3 because jump through blocks are notoriously finicky to program, at least in Gamemaker.
Yeah, right? And everything, dude, like slopes, Unity.
Yeah, slopes are also one of those things that are notoriously difficult to deal with. Construct 2, it's a function, really. It's like you're toggling a Boolean. It's like, is this slope? Yes. Is this a jump through? Yes. So that's something I like about Construct more than Gamemaker.
I appreciate that about like Construct and GDevelop. Where they're like
that too? Okay.
Well, they just feel like engines that are made for making video games, dude.
Yeah.
Whereas like everything else like just feels like, oh, we also do video games. But it's like sure. But it's like, how come you don't just like it just makes sense that like you make like the most basic of shit like built in right away where people can like drag and drop and get a project up and running. Mm-hmm. Like there's no reason why like everyone should have to. And Unity used to do this where they had like the core assets that you could download, and it was like, here's an example of a third person controller, here's a first person controller, here's like just a simple jump script, here's a car script that you could use, here's a hoverboard. They used to have that, and then they like stopped doing that for people. And then like every time they've tried to do it again, they like fire all those people and like close those projects, but they always announce them and like show the community. It's
the first part, right? The bare bones.
Yeah. Like everyone just like, if you just give us the bare bones systems,
Yeah.
It's like it's a game engine, dude. Like things should behave first and foremost for making games. I don't know. That's just me. That's my old man.
Right. You're right. But with my day job, as you know, and as I've shared a little bit on the pod without doxing myself, I've been doing programming daily. So me upgrading my professional life with like best practices for programming and things like that. My comments are so much better, so much cleaner. My code structure is so much cleaner, so much better than it ever has been in the past. So like it's like a day or two off while I was just working on art, and it just came back to the coding and knew exactly where I was, knew exactly where I stopped, and it worked perfectly. You know,
I mean, we definitely talked about this before, like on the pod, like leave good documentation, write down like comments, have like a standard thing on how you're doing things, like your what they call a camel case, like if what you're capitalizing, what you're underscoring, like label game objects and things like appropriately, put them in like appropriate folders and places and stuff. Like
Exactly. So all of that for me, dude, has been so much better. And not only just talking to you as well has helped to just kind of keeping my mind on track. But I've had, so far, as I told you, I'm getting all of my, and I don't know if this is the correct way of doing it, but this is just the way I'm doing it because I'm compartmentalizing based on how much free time I have. I'm trying to get the base of the entire engine just built first. I'm not continuing like a level. I got gravity set, I have jump height set, I have speed set, I have every power up that you can get in the game is in the engine right now, but just not leveled out. I rewrote the combat portion of it. I have that working now since the last time I showed you yesterday. And I have 2 enemy types right now. So I can start populating levels with enemy types. I have 2 more to make. I have 2 level gimmicks to work on. And then I can I'm adding placeholder sprites as well with what the main character will look like and with what the enemy types will look like. And then I'm just going off to the races there. I'm going to map out the level based on my sketches because I use a graph paper to sketch out a whole 5 levels, including, and then I have a boss fight as well sketched out at the end of the 5th level. And I the game right now, at least on a notebook, is done.
Nice.
I have the entirety done. I even was messing around in some music software just to do like little loops and stuff to how levels music sound like that I want to sound like, and it's been good. Now the struggle and the hardest part is obviously taking what I drew, taking the concepts in my head, taking what's in the game Bible that I've been writing and updating, and putting them in the code and putting them in Gamemaker and getting all that stuff to work. So that's my goal for the rest of this week, is just to at least get it placeholder art done, placeholder levels in. And
I think the last time I talked to you, you said there was like you finished like maybe 10-15%. You're like, yeah, I'm like 4 or 5 hours in of actual work.
Yeah.
Have you made like any progress since then, like earlier in the week?
Yeah. I have I did a run cycle, jump cycle, attack cycle for the character. Placeholder, obviously, but this is close to what the final character design will be like. I'm gonna have someone who's much better at art than I am do the final character designs based on what I did. Whether it's you, Sir Solace, I talked to a bit, and he was like, "Yeah, I could do that for you if you get."
He considered commissioning somebody, dude.
Not for this.
Oh, come on, dude. It's like, I don't know. I was looking. There's some pretty reasonably priced like commission stuff out there, man.
I'm sure, but I mean,
I'm talking like $15-20 so you could get like a whole character, like all the art, like everything in the world,
Oh yeah, no, I have nothing against it, but I already talked.
I'm just saying, like, don't count on me or Sir Solace, dude. I feel like we'll let you down, dude.
But and that's why I already have the placeholder stuff,
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not worried about that, but
I could probably do it.
Yeah. See, I mean, or I could take time and do it. Just I know that both of you guys are just much more seasoned in it than I am, So.
Yeah, I haven't touched any 2D stuff in years, dude. I've been falling off.
Gotcha. That's why I did the animations too.
I got some sketchbooks.
So if anything, right? I have the full animation cells, and if anyone just wants to like paint over it, like I already have it there. I have the walk cycle done. So and then that helps it feel more like a game, right? When you're testing it, you see a character actually running, see a character actually attacking, rather than like blocks, So I have that. I have jump sounds. I have attack sounds. So I'm in a good preliminary spot. I just have to keep going. And looking at the time I have left of my vacation, kids have a day off of school tomorrow, so it's just me and the kids all day. So I'm like, what can I do in game making? I'm going to be with the kids all day, right? I was like, well, there's going to be a time in the day when they're eating lunch and I'm eating lunch that I can either work on some aspect of it, right? So I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna like over promise or anything, but the goal from when I go back to work is to have all the base systems done and to have started work on the first level, and hopefully getting to LDTK to map out my levels with the sprite sheets and stuff. So
I would even like take it like a step back personally. If I was scoping for you, I would just settle on like a gray box room that just has all the
that's exactly that's exactly what I'm doing now, and I got that from you actually with all the gimmicks. So I have like
the unit testing and gimmicks, and like maybe like an enemy like in a thing and a respawn, and then just be like now you have all the placeholder stuff.
That's actually
you have all the parts. You have a toy box.
Right. That should be my goal this week, is
to build the toy box, dude, and then like after that you're like, there's something like more motivating about that than seeing like a complete level, in my opinion. because like when you have like a toy box like that, just kind of like represents the possibility
right
space, you know?
right. I've never done that. Every time I've done it, it's been we built it as we go. So the systems we go, we're like, okay, we're to this level right now, we can add this now, but I've never built it first. So actually that's a great idea, and I will encompass that. But yeah, that being said, man, game dev, it's going well, and I haven't burnt myself out yet. So I think that's the biggest thing, you know. So it's going well.
I think I burnt myself on my current project, but only because I've like got the new shiny thing already, dude. As I stumbled onto some shit, dude. I'll show you after this pod, dude. Like,
okay,
I think I'm gonna do like a vertical slice of it. Like, I just like, I don't know. Like, I've been like taking breaks and like just doing random things anyway. So maybe I'll just do that for this and see. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Got it. But yeah,
sometimes you just stumble onto the sauce, dude.
That's true. I think after I'm done with this project, like I said when I was talking to you, me figuring out how the new collision systems work and how slopes work actually made my previous project, the auto runner with the kids, better. I went back in and added that. I'm like, oh, it feels so much better. So I might sauce that up once I'm done with this. I'm not getting over out of myself, but I was like, okay, I can use that sauce and put it in here, and then I not only have one done project, I have two potentially done projects, right? And if you want to collaborate on something, we'll like we did with this pod when we started it, right? Just be realistic about it, realistic about time, goals, etc. Then there's the other project that we were working on that I was looking back into as well, that I'm like, okay, I can still I've gotten better at time management since then. Maybe I can work on this too, but
maybe,
we'll
dude.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm in a good spot.
It does help, dude. Like, the kids are older too now. That also helps.
Yeah, that does.
Like,
that does. They actually
the difference that 2 years makes. You know, it's huge.
True. Very true. But yeah, man. So to kind of wrap up, dude, I'm in a good spot. I can't wait to at least get the toy box done and have you play it. Get it done.
Yeah, start a project, everyone. Get something going there.
Yeah.
Do something for your hobby.
Yeah, definitely. Any closing thoughts for you outside of that?
No, that's it. That's
All right. A little positive combo wombo today. Get it done.
Just figure out your hobbies. Do something fun. Play a game. Find something you enjoy. Figure out what aspect of game deving that you actually enjoy, and then try and focus in on how you can do more of that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah.
All right, man. On that note, this has been the Combo Wombo Podcast. I'm Mr. Gimpy.
Chipmunk.
Like, share, subscribe. We out of here. Take care.
We out. Peace.